Tabletop TV program is for mature audiences only.
Okay, folks, cameras are rolling. We are on air in 3, 2, 1, action!
Thanks for tuning in to Tabletop TV.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tabletop TV. This is episode 22 of our Dominion Fancast. I'm Reed B. I'll be your host and GM for this evening. Players, sound off. Popcorn to Sid.
Wow, look who's back. It's me, Sid, and I'm back to play Marianne Grimani after what feels like a really long hiatus, but I don't think it's actually been that long in the world of the Tabletop TV. I will popcorn to Borb.
I am Borb. I've forgotten how to access my character sheet and all the rules, so I popcorn to Colton.
My name is Colton. I'll be playing Tulpa Tillman, reprising my breakout role. I remembered where all my character sheet is, so I think I should get a point of improvement. Just saying, Reed. Popcorn back to Reed.
Wait, popcorn to me. Where does this shit live? Something in the Mist Valley?
I'll send you the link, hold on.
What game are we playing?
It's kind of an indie site we've been using for our character sheets, but it's wonderful and it's worth checking out. It's mist.altervane, ALTERVAYNE.io. Really, really cool website for doing your digital Legends in the Mists character sheets. We recommend.
This was a setup.
Has Tulpa always had a last name?
No, I gained it, I want to say like 2 sessions ago or something.
It's a new development.
Yay! Baby boy's part of the family now.
Yeah.
It's quite cute. It's a very fun little character development. This game, I think it speaks a great deal of the like emotional investment we have in this story, that whenever somebody like adds a last name to their character, we're reacting like they've multi-classed. Holy shit, you took a level in Tillman. That's crazy. That's going to be awesome going forward.
Oh fuck, he's going the Tillman build.
Hey, and real quick, my boss demands that I do a recap at this segment of the podcast. It's just what the higher-ups have me do. There's no way around it. I'm sorry, gang. Last time on Valley of the Dreamer, our favorite fellowship departed from the festive fields of Feldorf after fighting off a frightening foe. Bidding goodbye to the newly nightmare-free town, the party continued their trek across Bedlam Woods, and quite a large time skip ensued, taking us out of winter all the way through the month of spring. Larder and Grimbus discussed the origins of their clan feud, Marianne looked with pride at an ever-growing Lily, and Tulpa was forced to reckon with his own mortality a little bit, as Lily is looking more and more like the Lily from his dream by the day. As the summer solstice encroached, the party realized they were coming up on the 1-year anniversary of the start of their adventure, and therefore also coming up on the birthday of Tulpa Tillman. A small celebration was prepared in honor of both. A bangin' cock show was put on by Larder. Marianne made a cake with ingredients she'd had on her the whole time, and Tulpa reveled in his newfound birthday boy power. Suddenly, the earth trembled and the sky began to flicker, and Tulpa felt a familiar surge of magic as yet another stirring rocked the land of Atlas. It passed after a time, and Mr. Tumnus warned that the stirring had come alarmingly soon after the first, and that it may be prudent to get a move on. The party packed up, and our adventurers went to sleep early in order to get an early start on adventuring the next morning. As they all settled in for sleep, a restless Tulpa noticed a strange silver glint coming from the woodline. A dark, cloaked figure wearing a silvery helmet depicting a closed eye. Tuckered out from his big party, Tulpa went to sleep anyways, hoping everything would work itself out. And that is where we left off last time. We return to the world of Atlas. Our party of 4 lays asleep at camp, getting their Z's in for the next morning's early adventure. We see the 4 of you in sleeping bags or in tents. We get a shot where it's like spliced, all 4 of the party members like side by side in their different tents but lined up in a row. And we get another shot of the field right outside of the Bedlam Woods, nestled between the twisting cliffs that you are about to embark upon for the second stretch of your adventure. This small, liminal, transitory space between adventures where you now sleep. Above, a beautiful, clear night sky with clouds rolling in across a full moon directly overhead. As the clouds roll in, they begin to take a strange flight pattern through the sky, begin to kind of curve around the moon a little. And we cut away from that before the camera can exactly comprehend what's happening there. And we cut to Larder. Borb, what do you think Larder's dreaming about tonight?
Larder is dreaming of his wife.
Oh, that's nice.
Larder is dreaming of his wife and his home that he's been away from for like a whole year, exactly 1 whole year.
Our camera cuts to the inside of Larder's dream. Your wife, Cornflower, I believe,
That's correct.
sitting across from you at a very oddly shaped table, as was joked about in session 1. What do you think this dream is about? Any particular conversation, or is it one of those dreams where it descends into nonsense at a point and it's kind of just your brain pulling random stimulus on you?
Larder keeps taking chickens off the table to try to see his wife, Cornflower, and then whenever he goes back to look at her again, there's another pile of just chickens on the table.
You keep plucking chickens off the table to try to get a view of your wife. You turn back and more chickens appear. You're ankle deep in chickens at this point, sitting on the other end of the table, and you keep scooping. And I think as we see this comical dreamlike Larder shoveling chickens to and fro, we cut away from Larder Gillhooley's dreamscape, and we see Tulpa in a situation. We get a quick shot of your eyes flickering as you enter REM, and we dive into your dream. What does that look like?
Tulpa is interacting with the rest of the party. He's having a good time, and then all of a sudden, I think the mood shifts, and everybody starts kind of avoiding him and turning away from him. They get really uncomfortable around him. People start saying kind of mean things to him. It's like everybody's talking to him like Larder did when they first met, kind of. Lily says something of like, Tulpa, I just can't trust you anymore. You're not even a person. And then it's like a shot of like everybody turning away and walking away from him. And then he realizes that no one is currently looking at him. And as he realizes that, he starts to like turn into sand and blow away into the wind.
Oh my God, that's so sad. I think that final shot of Lily looking at you and saying, I don't even know if I can trust you anymore. You look around and it feels very similar to that forest of your birth dream. Lily looking at you saying these hurtful words, kind of antithesis to what spawned you into the world. Suddenly you feel yourself begin to leave. The camera fades out from that dream. We see the flickering eyelids of Marianne, and we jump into her dream. What's on her mind tonight?
I think that Marianne is dreaming about... We're back in Tobin. We are no longer on the journey. Unclear if we ever went on this journey that we're on now, but it's just, life as usual in Tobin for Marianne and Lily, except it seems that Marianne is not Lily's nanny, but she is her mother, and she's teaching her the ways of witchery, which I think Marianne is still becoming familiar with and is not super certain. So the stuff, it's a dream. The stuff that she's teaching her doesn't really make sense, but it does in the dream. So she's just, passing this along as it was passed on to her. It is now being passed on to Lily, but I think better than it was passed on to Marianne, since she found out about it in not that way.
Incredible. As you show a young Lily from a different time the ropes of witchery, which even yourself don't know, but your subconscious fills in the gaps a little, makes it make sense for you.
Yeah,
camera fades away from that. We see the dreams of Thomas, the young servant boy from the hotel that came with you as an optimistic little bard. You see Thomas dreaming of performing in a bright costume atop a stage in front of a large crowd to a round of applause and a wave of roses. And you see that, strangely, Tom dreams of himself as much older than he actually is. Perhaps some sort of excitement to leave the phase of his life he's in now. Camera fades again to the dreams of Mr. Tumnus. I have something, but Borb, if you want to say some bullshit that he's dreaming about, you can.
The war. Just like it was. He's back. But it's different somehow. His tool belt is full. His reinforcements are coming. And this time, he's going to win. Mr. Tumnus dreams of glory.
Incredible. Reminiscent rose-tinted dreams of a war long past, a much younger, frankly ripped Mr. Tumnus in the trenches with his boys. Predator handshake as they run out of the trenches. We fade away from that. The dreams of Grimbus Beerwout. Standing almost exactly identical to the way he is right now, in a field, herding some sheep of his own, tranquil. Somebody comes up to him and compliments his outfit. We fade away. We fade back out to a wide shot of the field you're all sleeping in. Notably not getting a dream from Lily Tillman. After that wide shot of the field, another shot of the sky and the full moon. The clouds have moved a little further during the progression of these dreams. And now as the camera looks up at the sky, the full moon seems almost like the iris of some great cloud-lidded beast looking down at the lands below, as the clouds have kind of rolled in to vaguely resemble eyelids cradling the pupil of the moon. I may keep this in the actual ep. I really liked Colton's message about Mr. Tumnus's dream being a clip from Doom Eternal. Heavy metal ripping and tearing through hell. Chat, clip that. Okay, beautiful. Back to the final stretch of my little serious opening narration. As we see that shot of the sky, we cut back down to that shot of the four of our main party members lying side by side in their sleeping bags. And as we cut back to them, one by one, the amulets of the seers you were given ways back that have occasionally allowed you to communicate with them through dream begin to glow in a new and unprecedented way that we haven't seen before as viewers. First, we see Larder's, bing. Then we see Marianne's begin to shine. And then Mr. Tumnus's, the backs of his eyelids closed with golden eyes tattooed on them, begin to glow a dimly bright light. We see Tom with his little golden cappuccino amulet begins to hum softly. And Grimbus Beerwout in his amulet. I don't think we ever specified exactly what his looked like, but Grimbus Beerwout's amulet is a small sickle around a little chain on his neck. Lily's also begins to glow, that little upside-down pyramid with one eye on each face for each of the seers. We see all the glowing happen, and then the shot finally settles on Tulpa, who was never given such an amulet by the seers, who did not anticipate his arrival on this journey, and who, presumably, were also unaware that a dreamling could dream. We cut back to Larder's dream. Larder, you go to pick up another chicken to move it out of the way of your wife's face. You move it, you set it down frustratedly, you look back at the table, and there's another chicken whose head is kind of twitching weirdly. And you see its eyes are fluttering like it is a caster trancing. And then you see its eyes open to be a strange silvery white that look at you. The chicken opens its mouth as if to say something before two hands behind the chicken grab it, remove it from the table, and you are looking at the Seer Dominion, who is sitting opposite to you at this table.
What?
Who says, "A meeting is called for." And all at once you are suddenly aware you are in a dream, and in a flash of golden light you find yourself transported to the circular table at the thrones of the seers, where you are transported whenever you are in a meeting. We go to Marianne's dream. Marianne, you are back at home in Taubin, teaching Lily Tillman the ropes of this nonsensical made-up witchery.
Yeah.
She's like halfway through making a cat's cradle out of some yarn in her hands, going, oh, like this?
Yes, exactly.
When you see out the window of the Tillman household,
Which is now my household, because I'm her mommy.
which is now your household, because you are her mommy in this dream and you live here.
Mm-hmm.
You see a bird flutter down and land in the windowsill.
Mm-hmm.
Its head begins to twitch a little bit. Its eyelids begin to flutter. And again, you see those strange, milky, silvery pupils form at the center of the bird's eyes, where previously they were a normal, like, black animal brown. They suddenly become an intelligent and sharp gaze. Right as you see that, you look down at Lily Tillman and you see, kneeling by her side, is the Seer Justice, who looks up at you and goes, "A meeting is called for. I apologize to interrupt this sweet dream."
Oh.
And a shining golden flash of light, and you are moved out of here. A similar pattern begins to occur. The man who compliments Grimbus's clothes blinks a couple of times, and then his eyes gain that silvery sheen. The man opens his mouth quizzically as if to say something to Grimbus, before Grimbus is transported in a golden flash of light as he sees Providence in the sun. Tom, having finished his grand opening performance, walks backstage, and a man wearing a modern earpiece with a clipboard. There are real electronic lights lining the inside of this concert hall. Tom perhaps has an unacknowledged gift of foresight. The man blinks, his eyes go silver, looks to say something to Thomas, and then is cut off by golden light. Similar things occur across all of these dreams until we get to Tulpa. Tulpa, you are alone in this forest of the mind that your dream has left you in.
All alone.
One of your hands turning to sand, not aware this is a dream. You're in that phase of dreaming where you're going to wake up and have realized this is a dream, but it all still feels very real to you now. And you look up and you see a new figure that has never once been a part of any of your dreams before. You see the figure of a man that you don't recognize. Kind of a red woodsman beard, like a lumberjack almost. White face, wrinkles, maybe mid-60s, in a kind of plaid overcoat.
Chuck Norris?
Brown work pants, big muddy boots. You see he has a woodsman's axe by his side and a belt, strung across that has many various bottles and tools strapped into it, who appears unprompted from behind a tree with very striking silver eyes.
Oh, gee, who are you? What's happening?
I don't mean to alarm you. I was just walking through these parts and I happened upon you. Strange little thing. Are you in trouble?
I think so. Tulpa holds up his hand that is now gone because it's turning into sand.
He walks up to you. He motions as if in request to place a hand on your wrist to examine a wound.
Here you go.
Kind of takes it, looks at it. Think I have a family remedy that could help with this. And The sand particles scattered across the forest floor that your hand turned into begin to float up and reaccumulate at the top of your wrist. Your hand begins to knit itself back together.
Oh, my dreamer. Who are you?
Now, don't be too impressed. That wouldn't be possible if you weren't dreaming right now, would it, Tulpa?
I'm dreaming?
As he says you're dreaming, pulling you out of a dream and attempting to pull you into a lucid dream, I'm going to need you to make a roll.
Okay.
This has to do with kind of being a dreamling, kind of magic, kind of the nature of reality. Do you have any tags you think might be applicable to this sudden reality shock?
So I have Dream Reader from being a dreamling, and then also I have Dreamling Insight, which is a little more dubious because I think that's just like being able to have a different perspective on things.
Throw Dream Reader on here, and we'll flavor it like you're reading your own dreams to see if what he's saying is in fact true. Are you dreaming right now?
Okay. That is a 5.
5? Failure. Okay. On a failure, you're going to take a condition at level 2. For now, we're just going to call this panic. It feels like something more magical, but you don't have a name for it exactly.
Okay.
He says you're in a dream. You come to realize this is true on a failed roll, but there's a sudden, sharp panic you get upon realizing I'm in a dream, nothing that's happening is real. And I was convinced it was real. And there's just like kind of a brief, like, whoa, like vertigo almost of being like standing up really fast or being moved up through an elevator through multiple stories, like your ears pop a little bit. And the forest shakes a little bit. He goes, it's okay. It's all right. It's a natural part of the process.
Who are you? Is your last name better not be Tumnus?
Who?
Okay, good.
Should I be worried about this Tumnus?
Honestly, I'm shocked you don't know him.
Come with me. Frankly, we don't have much time. I don't mean my initial withholding of information to come off as adversarial. We just don't have a lot of time for me to explain the exact nature of my being to you. I will explain first the message I have come here to deliver, and with whatever excess time we have, you may ask me as many questions as you like. Are you okay with these terms?
Huh. Mysterious stranger with strange powers that I don't understand, and he refuses to elaborate on them. I think I get why other people don't super like me now. Sure.
He chuckles a little bit, pulls you over to sit on a stump you didn't see there previously, and you have a hunch perhaps it wasn't there previously. He sits down on a similar stump opposite to you, begins to look at you. Get rid of these crickets.
Oh my god, you killed every cricket within 1 mile of here.
I'm sorry. I did not want to distract from the coming information. It is critical you put everything I am about to say to heart. It has been very difficult for me to reach your party. It has come to my attention that the Seers do not wish it to be so. For some reason, you are traveling, not carrying one of their amulets. I commend you for your reckless behavior. I understand this may come as a shock to you, but the Seers are more layered than they present themselves. Their motives less valiant, and I think it wise to question the righteousness of their cause. I cannot specify the details of their plan, for I know all of them not. And unfortunately, I cannot specify the exact nature of my manifestation here because I worry it would have adverse effects on you if I were to lay it all out too quickly, so to speak. But know this, I am an ally, and if all goes to plan, you will see and hear from more of me. My message is this. Question what it is you are actually doing beyond the preachings of 3 oligarchs and a children's storybook. Tulpa, I need you to ask questions and dig. I promise there is something to be found beneath this gilded mess, or perhaps above it would be more apt. Okay, I'm wasting time on metaphors. I apologize, but I must speak vaguely on these matters. If I deliver too much information at once, as I said before, I jeopardize a great deal. Just please continue this path the seers have set you on, but I want you to do so with your eyes open, outwards and inwards, to your nature as well, Tulpa. Your arrival with the songstress is fortuitous for reasons you cannot even begin to imagine, and unique amongst a world full of miracles.
Oh.
Looks up at the sky. I'm going to roll a check real quick. For the seers. Looks up at the sky, hesitantly, like a kid who snuck downstairs and doesn't want to wake up their parents, looking up the stairs to see if there's any movement after all the creaking. Looks back at you. And I think you feel you have time for about a question. You can ask this thing, whatever it is. You're not sure if it'll like answer honestly, but this thing, this creature, this person looks at you with expectation now that you see it has finished the script it came here with. We have a little more time.
Here's a meta question for Reed.
Uh-huh.
Do we know the word the Lucidites, or has that just been above table?
The Lucidites were spoken of by the seers, and I believe Mr. Tumnus has muttered the word in reference to the silver helmeted individuals before.
Okay.
If it hasn't happened on camera, it's definitely happened during downtime travel periods.
Okay. Are you with those weird closed-eyed seers, the Lucidites, the Lucyites? What do you call them?
They're with me. The sky begins to blink a little bit. The ground begins to shake. And this man looks at you and goes, "Don't spend too much time fixating on whether or not I'm real or a dream. When I wake up, it's going to be unclear to you whether or not I was real to begin with. Just focus on what I represent. Dreams can be just as real as any person. Tulpa, you know this better than most. And don't spend time fixating on the technicalities of your situation. Just keep your eyes on the prize." And things begin to flicker even more. The rumbling continues. And in a golden flash of light, you are suddenly woken up from your dream to the sound of a cock-a-doodle-doo as morning arrives. To the rest of the party, who was taken away from their dream in a golden flash, you were brought into the Chamber of the Seers for a normal kind of like quarter one meeting. Just it was the three seers going down the line. "So, have any abnormal occurrences transpired during your travel since our last meeting?" And then someone would answer and the next one would go, "And what of Tulpa? How fares he?" Are there any questions you think you ask as party members during this time?
I think Marianne's gonna ask the same question she asks every meeting. She's gonna be like, Are we getting close yet? Are we almost there?
The seers say the thing they normally say every meeting, which is, "Closer every step, Marianne. Closer every step."
Yeah, okay, yes, I know that. But how closer? Are we super closer or just obviously we're closer, but how close?
They go off script a little to answer your question. You see...
Yeah, I think this has been off script for Mary. I think usually she's like, okay, but I think she's recently gained some new confidence and it's like,
oh yeah,
okay, but give me a real answer.
Dominion speaks up, looking at you, golden helm fixed on you. "Well, as you can see now, with your waking eyes, the twisting cliffs rise before you and the bedlam wood fades away. This, if all goes well, means you should be arriving at the Valley of the Dreamer in half a year or so with expeditious travel."
Okay, thank you.
And then Providence speaks up and goes, "But while we are seers with many insights into the physical world, we cannot predict every variable that will be thrown your way, and so take that as a rough estimate."
All right, see you back here this time next year then, probably?
Actually, the three seers, look at each other and look back at the party. As you descend deeper into the twisting cliffs, our connection will grow weaker, spottier, and in places severed. We should still have the range to reach you every month, 2 months or so, for any questions you may have, but you will be hearing much less from us, we're afraid.
Oh no, that's so bad. I think Marianne's getting a little annoyed with them. I think she's like, all right, guys, we've been on the road for a while now.
Above board, as read, yeah, they've been getting a little annoying.
Okay.
After the shock and awe value from the parade wears off, these 3 seers are constantly monotone, occasionally condescending, intentionally vague, magical, floating question marks, and there's only like so much mystical, vague Gandalf, speaking in riddles you can take before you start to go like, yeah, but actually kind of what's happening, Seer Providence.
Yeah, exactly.
So you say that a little sassily, and I think Providence looks at you for a beat longer right before you wake up for the morning and goes, Marianne, there's something different about you.
I don't know.
More than the confidence, but something perhaps has brought the confidence into you. And then you hear distantly, cock-a-doodle-doo, and the whole room starts to shake as the dream starts to break, and they go, well, we will reconvene again a few weeks from now if we can get a stable connection. Fare thee well, Fellowship of the Songstress, and then golden light. Oh!
I'm sorry, Larder, I took up all the time. You didn't get to ask a question.
The first words out of Larder's mouth upon waking up are nothing on my end.
Hell yeah. Incredible. All of you wake up bright and early for another slightly hastened day of travel. Kind of instantly as you wake up, you see the gorgeous twisting cliffs, and behind you the Bedlam Woods, and Mr. Tumnus, who is scurrying around the campsite going, all right, chop, chop, vamonos, vamonos.
Man, we got 6 months to even get there.
Yes, but with cunning travel, we could cut that down by a day or two, and wouldn't that be swell?
I don't even remember when the dreamer is expected to wake up, actually.
Unfortunately, it's very vague, and the measurements are not precise. But it will not be before we arrive. I have faith in the seers that it is so.
Well, will it be close?
You see, he begins to fidget with something in his pocket anxiously. No, it should be all good.
Well, that's good. That's how I'm glad you said that.
No, I'm actually not. I would prefer it is close so we don't have to wait around.
Well, we could take some time. Like, I gotta pee before we go.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
But also, you're right. Like, we don't have to...
I'm sorry to take it to such lengths, Larder, but you can pee in the bottle on the wagon.
I pull the wagon.
Then you will pee while you pull the wagon. I think Grimbus comes over and goes, what the hell are you talking about? He can pee wherever he damn well pleases. Not a couple days ain't gonna make a big fucking difference when this fucking dreamer wakes up. Well, they gave us like a 2-year buffer. It's not gonna be much of a big deal at all.
You're right. Now shut the hell up, you fucking moron.
Why I oughta piss on you, you no good, low down, yellow belly son of a bitch. Why I oughta.
What's that?
Didn't you already do that? We don't know. Has Tulpa just been doing that like every couple minutes until everyone else wakes up?
Absolutely. I'm really begging for attention.
Guys, I had a dream. Oh, fuck, nobody's awake. Okay.
Oh, they're asleep. Fuck.
Tulpa, what's going on over there?
I had a crazy dream. With a very tall, rugged, ginger man in a lumberjack outfit.
I've had that dream before, actually.
And then what happened, Tulpa?
What? We'll talk about it later.
I think we have an extra pair of breeches around here somewhere for you. Do you wear pants?
I do, but I think they're kind of like attached to me? And he pulls on his pants, and you can kind of see that, like, they fade into his skin a little bit.
Oh.
Well, what else did you dream about?
He starts glancing around and, like, really starts looking at Mr. Tumnus and goes, "We'll talk about it later."
Mr. Tumnus kind of blinks inquisitively at you, and on the back of both of his eyelids, you see the seer's eyes tattooed onto them. Cool. Shop gets packed up, you hit the road, and while you're traveling, I think there are opportunities where Mr. Tumnus pulls ahead because of his, like, eagerness. He's the line leader of the party going, come now, hustle, hustle, move your feet or lose your seat at the Valley of the Dreamer. And I think during those moments, if you wish to find a moment alone with the party, it's very feasible.
If Tulpa feels like he can get a minute alone with Larder and Marianne, and maybe Tom, if Tom's there, he goes, "Guys, I had a really weird dream. I know I talked about the rugged, incredibly handsome lumberjack, but it wasn't just, the thing that Marianne talks about when she gets a little tipsy at night. It's actually, I think he was like a real person who somehow got into my dreams, which, first of all, crazy. I can't even imagine somebody invading my own dreams on the regular even. But he showed up and he was like, "Don't trust the seers. They're, up to something. They're look at the situation you're in and don't think about it in the context of what you've been told." Blah. And, like, honestly, I think he was spitting because, like, they put me in prison, which I've been led to believe is bad.
Wait, you're saying that a guy came into your dream to implant an idea so that you'd remember when you woke up?
Yeah.
How? But you didn't fall asleep in the dream, did you?
Well, he woke me up in the dream, but then I woke up inside of another dream. So you could say that I might have been in, like, inside of a dream inside of a dream.
Well, what if you're dreaming right now? Well, then how would you know what is going on, actually?
Oh my God.
Leonardo DiCaprio walks up behind the both of you and puts a hand on your shoulder. First time. Except that doesn't happen.
Mr. Tumnus, played by Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, yeah. In the movie about dream magic, if this ever gets to Cinemark, we're getting Leo on board.
Oh, yeah.
How could you resist?
Anne Hathaway would play Marianne.
And Robert De Niro would play Gillhooley. Wow.
Is he Wario?
Yeah, that's the noise he makes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm thinking of fucking, oh, fuck, what's that guy's name?
Hey, I'm Al Pacino. This is my cock show.
It doesn't matter. All right, fucking hold on.
Okay.
I was going to go back to in-character
Right.
roleplay, but now I have to look this up with my mic on, so it's really loud. Who plays Jimmy Hoffa? Yeah, it is Al Pacino.
Ah. Or as he would say, wow.
Wow. Wow. Wait, so what does that mean? Look at it outside of the what do you think he was trying to tell you about was different than what it seems like it might be?
I don't know. We're going to put the dreamer to sleep. What if he needs to be woke?
Well, I was always actually told that when the dreamer gets awoken, then it's going to blow up everything, I think.
I mean, like, maybe, but I mean, there's like a lot of people in power right now that are telling you if woke takes over, everything will end. So
This campaign is Reed's meta commentary on, like, pro wokeness. Do you think Lily Tillman's here for this?
if the opportunity arises, I think I would definitely include Lily.
She's usually hanging by Marianne's side, and I think if Marianne is here, it's incredibly likely that Lily would be here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Marianne wanted to use this as a learning opportunity about what type of dreams. It's okay if you're having different, and then she's like, oh, okay, he did not have a, okay, this is a different type of dream.
It's not gay rights,
All
it's
right.
it's something else.
not only gay rights, but like it's okay if you have interesting feelings for other people.
It was gonna be the wet dream talk.
Yeah. She's like, oh, fuck, okay, well, this is important too, so yeah, you can stay.
That's funny. You had the whole birds and the bees manifesto pulled out in a journal in front of you. You were ready to go. I think Lily, being here upon hearing Larder say, well, I thought it was going to blow everything up, actually. Lily nods and goes, yeah, that's about what I've heard, too. Just in all of the, in all the retellings and plenty of books and just generally word of mouth. I got to put the giant back to sleep so he doesn't come down and, as Larder would say, come to top and wreck our shit.
Yeah, that's how I heard about it too, with reading books and other such things like that. I wish I knew how this works. Are you going to get a chance to talk to the dreamer, or do you just do you sing it a lullaby? Have they told you how to do that even also? No, yeah, you've been practicing. Are there words?
Well, no, what I have to sing is more of a melody, really. If there were words, I wasn't given them. I think Larder and anyone else who's curious could make a check about this on any tags relating to history, knowledge, musical composition, anything of the like.
I mean, Tulpa has an idea of what she's supposed to sing. Last session, if I remember from
Eons ago, yeah.
Years ago, because, yeah, exactly. Because obviously we recorded last session in 2016.
It's true.
Lily sung a song that is like a new song that she's been working on, and it was like the exact same as the song from Tulpa's Inception dream, right? And it kind of freaked him out.
Yeah.
I think Tulpa's like, I have an idea of the song you might be singing.
We'll start on Marianne. Roll 2d6, and I think you have, like, information gatherer might be helpful for you here.
I do. I was going to recommend that.
Yeah.
So roll 2d6, and then I add 1 to them. That's an 8.
An 8. Okay. That is too short of a total success, but I can give you a mixed one.
B.
On a mixed, I'll give you 2 pieces of information. One of them is true. One of them I have made up and is constructed. 1 truth, 1 lie. And both of them spring to your mind in this moment as you're thinking about it. I believe what's being asked here right now is like, will Lily get to talk to the dreamer? Does the song have words? What are the details of like the final encounter? You've read a lot of bedtime stories to Lily, so you've gotten a lot of versions of this story through different children's books. And the story gets told in a couple different ways. There's one version of the story where every time the songstress goes up to sing the lullaby to the dreamer wakes up and sits awake and attentive throughout the duration of the lullaby before going back to sleep, where the songstress and the dreamer make eye contact and exchange like a moment of
hold hands,
like a reincarnated soul. Yeah, like the same girl reincarnated looking at the same beast, and there's a sweet moment. There's another version of the story where it's absolutely imperative that the dreamer does not wake up, and the lullaby is sung right in those moments where its eyelids begin flickering and it begins to yawn a deep yawn. However, the lullaby is the same across all versions, and in some versions of the children's books, it does have words.
Do I remember the words?
I'm on a mixed success. I'll give you a couple.
Okay.
I think the primary words...
And the dreamer.
Some of the big words you remember. Woven into one of the stanzas is for the seers. For the seers 3, I serenade thee. You also remember in one of the stanzas, to preserve another age of rest. Yeah, and I think other important words, just like impressions you remember from these stories, is that it's a very, like, some of the words are like weirdly nationalistic for a song that's a lullaby. Like some of them are like, "O great Atlas, welcome thee, sing the giant back to sleep," things like that. I think that's what you get on a mixed success.
Okay, I'll share this with the group. It is shared.
I'm having a hard time putting all this together. because I'm barely educated, as is on my tag.
Hey, do you want to take a point of improve, Borb, for role playing barely educated?
No. I do it for fun.
Why would you decline?
What?
Why would you decline a point of improvement?
About that work ethic.
Makes me work harder.
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Stay hungry to
Yeah, stay hungry.
Wait. So now, are there any cities between here and the valley? No, we're from the valley. Is there any cities from here, between here and where we're going? Maybe there's like a library or something? Or a learned person?
You say that, and then up ahead from the front of the party, far away, shouting back at you guys, Mr. Tumnus. Tally ho, my ladies and gentlemen in arms. We're coming up on our last rest stop before the Twisting Peaks.
I feel like he says that at every rest stop we've been to.
I hope at this one they at least have some kind of, like... I'm sick of pissing in bottles, frankly.
You and me both.
You do that a lot. You must like that. I've never really even tried.
Reed, I'm going to make a joke. Feel free to cut it if it doesn't work out. I don't know if it's going to work out. No, I can't. I can't make the joke.
Come on, okay.
It's too... Yeah, one of the reasons I do that, I have urinary retention. So a bottle I can basically plug myself into, and that helps. You understand?
I don't.
Helps you retain it?
It helps me to unretain it. I'm stopped up like a cork.
I'm having trouble visualizing.
I put the penis in the bottle.
Thank you.
And I make a small hole like tapping a tree for maple syrup.
What?
Wait, the bottle makes a hole in the penis?
No, I make the hole, and then I put it so it doesn't go everywhere.
In what?
It's like a catheter. I've invented the catheter in this world.
I see.
Then if you ever siphon gasoline out of a car, it's kind of like that.
Siphoning piss out of a man.
Yeah.
I was gonna make the joke and ask if Tulpa has a penis, but...
I think he doesn't until it's brought to his attention that people have genitals, and then I think he goes, "Oh, hold on.
I feel a slight discomfort all of a sudden. I need to adjust my pants."
What?
We're good.
All right, hell yeah. You talk things over, perhaps interested in the library and whatever next settlement you find yourselves in, and soon enough, you do find yourself pulling up on what Mr. Tumnus has referred to as the last, bastion of real, Bedlam Woods civilization before you hit, deep country in the Twisting Cliffs. And you are rolling up on small little town. First thing you see as you're walking over a hill is big fields of summer corn, yellow, just now peeking out of the green, sweating in the summer heat. Walking down this trail, cornfields on both sides, you start to see some dogs running in and out of the corn. Looks like domesticated animals running around in the field catching mice. And then eventually, over another hill, nestled at the base of the Twisting Cliffs, right before things get steep, is a town wider than it is long, kind of just built along the rim of this cliff that Larder, I think you'd immediately know the name of, and the rest of you would know the name of after being told. This is a little place called Mama's Cross. It is a crossroads between the Twisting Cliffs, Bedlam Woods, and other routes people take in and around the cliffs where a settlement has sprung up. Mama's Cross, named after Mama Gillhooley.
Oh, yeah.
As you get closer, I think the Gillhooley influence rings true as you see many hen houses dotting the backyards of a lot of shacks and buildings and barns here. and many other grazing populations of like pigs and cows and a lot of domesticated animals and flocks and herds that people are tending to here. A bustling agrarian bread basket. Colton just typed in the chat, famous because this is where she was crucified, to address the allegations. It's called Mama's Cross because it's a crossroads, and this was a popular naming scheme in the time period that I based a lot of these settlements off of. There are a lot of crossroads called like Gerard's Cross, or...
I think it can be both.
It can be both.
It was at the crossroads.
Mama Gillhooley, also brutally crucified at the location named after her. Upside down, too, so it was worse.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my God, they St. Petered her.
Cool. So Larder screams, oh my God, they St. Petered her.
Oh yeah, she was crucified like days ago. Her body is still there.
That can't be true.
Oh my God!
Pointing and screaming.
They St. Peter Grandpa!
That is, okay. Simply can't be true. I give you guys leeway. That simply can't be true.
Different joke about the naming convention.
Different woman was crucified days ago.
Yeah, just they just do that out here.
It's like a yearly tradition.
I use my known among the common folk tag to when I roll up and we meet whoever's inside or outside the town. When they're like, who are you? What is your name? What brings you here? Larder will say, Mama's Cross, I'd hate to run into her today. With her being like that.
Hell yeah. I think if you want to be instantly recognized, you're allowed to be instantly recognized by the first NPC. Or if you just want it to be kind of a instantly on the same page, that's exactly their sense of humor here. It can also be that.
I would like to be instantly recognized, ideally by a person in a position of some sort of authority.
Okay.
I have rolled a 9 plus my tag known among the common folk.
Hell yeah.
Is 10.
Love that.
I have the same birthmark as every other person in this town.
Frightening genetic implications.
Larder has the Gillhooley stigmata. The stigmata being, in real life, when certain people, such as St. Francis of Assisi, wake up and they have scars or other marks on their body that look like the wounds of Christ upon the cross.
Is that true? That canon?
That's in real life. That's true. In the game, we have the same birthmark.
Got it. Cool. You walk up and you see on the edge of town, the first person you run across is a man wearing humble garb, maybe like a servant's or like a maid's almost, who is out in the field putting some corn in a bucket, shucking it, putting it in some water, and you find him carrying the corn under one arm, moving back into town as you catch him. He looks at you. You say, Mama's Cross. I'd hate to run into her now. And you see this guy with a look of disbelief and like a humorous eyebrow raise, looks at you and goes, Larder Gillhooley.
That's me, I guess, if no one else wants it.
Oh, put her there. A little handshake.
Give him a limp-ass handshake.
Whoa! Gotta get here, use this. It's been helping me a lot. He gives you one of those grip strength trainers with the spring in between it.
Oh, hold on. Rita sent it to me in real life.
Borb has one of those in real life.
Whoa, really?
His brother got it for him for Christmas one year.
Holy shit.
We were like, why the fuck did Andy get him a grip strength trainer?
You have a weak handshake.
This episode of the podcast is sponsored by Gorilla Grip Strength Trainer.
And that's true. And that's real and true in canon.
And Andy. I won't say his last name, but from Andy.
Thank you, Andy.
Andy Grimani.
What? It's all related. You look down at the grip strength trainer and it has nightmarish sigils carved into it. You flex it once and it summons the wolf. This guy looks at you and says, well, Larder Gillhooley, I've heard much in the stories of you. When's the last time you've been back here? It's been a dog's age.
Yeah, and an old dog at that. I think you all have gotten farther away from Outer Tobin since the last time I made the trek out here. Of course, that was when I was a little more, spry.
Oh, yeah, well, time takes its toll on all of us. Except Mama. Let me tell you, she's looking great these days.
That old bitch.
Oh, that's exactly our sense of humor. Fucker.
We're passing through, so we need some provisions. Also, is there a library or a learned... Could we talk to Mama?
Oh, sure.
Does she still know everything about everything?
She'd be happy to see you. Oh, and why? She knows the answer to every riddle we throw her way still sharp as a nail.
I hate the way you guys do riddles all the time.
What?
That's something I didn't get in the... It didn't come passed down to me.
Well, hey, don't blame us for being the brighter bulbs in the barn, huh?
Yeah, well, let's go see Mama.
He nods and goes, well, she's, I'm just out here getting some corn to get boiled up for her, but you go right on ahead. I'm sure she ain't up to much of nothing during this time of day. And you guys, unless you want to do anything else with this guy, start to move into town, perhaps towards where Mama is?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. You begin to move into Mama's Cross, a very lively little village. Instantly, the team spirit, the kind of local pride is palpable. There's a lot of waving in the streets as Larder Gillhooley takes you guys through. A lot of people seem to recognize this guy. One of them goes, oh, hey, Larder, how's Honeybee? She still hanging on all right?
Oh, hey, yep, hey, yep, saw it. Hey. All right, yep, good, not too bad.
Yeah, and you kind of wave and dismiss with friendly little comments as you move through town. Everyone gives a chuckle or a wave. And Mama's Cross exists in this strange state of perpetuity where, like, people are coming and going with the passage of time. But weirdly, every time you have been here, Larder, it has remained largely the same in vibe. Like, there haven't been any huge political developments. There haven't been any huge architectural renovations. There haven't been any huge dramas or social falling outs or, like, noble houses. It's kind of just really consistently a bunch of farm boys and girls growing food and swapping stories and telling weird riddles. And that's kind of how it's been for the past 80 years.
I always hated these fucking riddles. What's bigger than a donkey and smaller than a house? How should I know?
You ask some guy for directions and he goes, well, let's just say the way you need to go is the way you haven't gone.
Stop it.
Oh, come on. Just a
Stop it.
fun little riddle.
Stop it.
Oh, all right.
I've been on the road for like 2.5 years.
Lily chimes, 1 year. I've been learning math.
Man.
I would like the record to show that Lily was learning math before we started the journey. Because I think she's like 16 or something, right? Or is she like 14?
I got caught up on how many days were in a month. It was confusing, but I think I've got it now.
She's learned to count to 1. That's in 1 year. But that's because that Marianne taught her the set theory basis of numbers first. And so now she knows 1 set of days has passed.
Yes.
Incredible. And eventually make your way towards the center of town, where a seemingly humble, big, blue, barn-like pavilion is set up. It's kind of open air, but all the woodworking is like kind of like white painted, like outer support beams, blue painted, like inner, like, connecting dry wood, like stringing the support together. Very folksy little town square. And at the middle of this big, like, wooden barn-like pavilion, you see, sitting in a little rocking chair, eating corn straight off the cob in one hand, rocking back and forth with a couple kids gathered around her, Mama Gillhooley.